Alright, this is going to be a little fast update. I'm going to try to keep it under 5 minutes. I've tried doing some overhead wire on here. As you can see, I've got the solder on here. And all that happens is the copper expands, gets soft, and the solder doesn't really like to stick. So I'm going to try some different wire. I'm not in a huge hurry. I still want to wait and get some frogs if I can for doing the overhead wiring. And in the meantime, I'm just having fun switching. Some other news, I've got high-speed internet now, and I'm going to pick up a wireless router at some point, and I'm going to get the my tablet working for me to have a wireless controller. So I'll have these two controllers, I'll have the Zephyr system itself, and then I'll have my phone, and I'll have 11 throttles total, which will be frankly more than enough than I'll ever need, even with a full layout. So with about another $120 investment in infrastructure for it, I'll have that. And there's a little company from Washington I posted on my page. They do a lot of software stuff for the wireless stuff, and he also has some stuff coming for the signaling in that, which I'll be using later on. So I'm getting high tech, I'm moving with the times. I've got everything coming. I got my light poles in here. These are the Walthers ones. Let's see if I can zoom in here and keep it relatively steady. Okay, there, you got that. All you do is you pull that guy right out, and you can just put him right back in. You just drill an 11/32 hole. You pop the little trash can like thing in there, and off you go. If you guys want to see how that's done, let me know. I'll make a small video about planning out lighting systems in that, and I can do that. They're real easy, real simple, real fast, and for the money, they're pretty good. You can either buy them on sale at Walthers. They're usually on sale from what I've seen, or just find them cheap and buy them in bulk. They go by fast. I also want to get some floodlights. You can see some marks on the tabletop like this. I'll have a floodlight here pointing this way for operating in the freight yard and that. And then I'll put in the later on, I'd like to get the switches wired up, since they all have these little terminals right here. You can actually use that to help. You can either plug it in and use a little switch to control the switches, electrify them, and I'm going to see if I can't get the lights to work with this, so when you're approaching the switch, it'll tell you whether or not it's thrown. We'll see what happens. That company, Railroad Circuit, RRSIRKIT, they're working on that, and he's actually working on stuff for these switches, for the Kato Unitrack switches, which would be really cool. So we'll see what happens. Stay up on my Facebook page, Chicago Milwaukee Northwestern, and I'll keep posting on that for the updates on that. Excuse me, for that company, for the Railroad Circuit, and I think that's really about it. So. Maybe one more little thing. I went through and replaced all the screws with nails. It's a lot less visible. They don't stand out, and once they're painted, you won't even notice them. I also tried to straighten out the track a little bit more so it's not as crooked. Everything over here is soldered, wired, and ready to go. I've been operating on it. I'll have another video up later with some footage of me operating. Also, there's that show in Madison this weekend. I highly recommend that you go. It's a great show. And then coming up in April, I think, is another show in Green Bay. I'll be going up there at the club for the weekend with the Cap City Engineers. So stay on my page, stay up to date, and I'll keep you informed. Until next time, take care, everyone.